Felt like they. Oh, did you want to start?
What I want to do? I want to get the hell out of here. Isn't it like 78 out? I'd like to get the hell out of here.
Felt like
You ever seen my backyard?
I've seen pictures.
One day.
All right. It felt like the game changed when you made some adjustments against their zone kind of midway through the first half. What did you and the team do at that point to kind of take things over?
To be honest with you, I thought, although they didn't play that much, Adai and Devin would really change the rhythm of the game when they got in there. Devin got a couple putbacks, Adai as well. They do some things with their zone where they go man, so it takes a while to get comfortable with that. And they do it late in the possession. I used to do it, so it's hard though when you got you got flashing in the high post and they go man late. But I really thought those two did a good job, and our guys got a little more comfortable. But look, Dylan's been struggling, and today offensively he gave us a massive lift.
And a dab too with the double-double.
Yeah, and he didn't even play as good as he can play, to be honest with you. We got to work on his face-up game when he's off the post. We got to give him some more room to operate. Too much power back down. But his energy and effort's always. I went to rest him. You see, I had Kenny at the table, but then the TV timeout came, so he played the whole second half without rest.
I felt like you were the smarter, tougher team today, more disciplined.
Look, we did what we needed to do. We just keep focusing on trying to get better. Obviously, we feel we should have won 4 in a row. So it is where it's at. We would only be a game if we were sitting at 5-4. We'd probably be a game out of first. After we let Oregon slip away, we definitely let Arizona get away from us. Although Stripes had a lot to do with that.
Coach, can you talk a little bit more about Devin and Adai and kind of let them down for them?
Yeah, I agree with
that 6-0 run they made. Devin made that nice floater, a shot that we see him work on in practice.
And a great offensive rebound. And I was glad with Devin.
Minutes, but it was a huge impact. That started that 22-4 run.
I think Devin, he hasn't played a lot. So Burkhead got hurt early in the week, so he knew he was going to play. And I told him, don't hesitate, shoot the ball when you're open. That's been the theme that we've been really working hard on. And Adai did the same thing, And I was concerned, obviously, playing Adai with, them putting him in a lot of pick and rolls with Boogie Ellis. After the first 2 shots he made, I thought it was going to be a long day. I was thinking about getting home. He made 2 37-footers by, he looked like Damian Lillard on the first 2 shots. So we started trying to eliminate his touches and deny him.
And Coach, in the first half, you won the offensive rebound 10-0. I mean,
hard to lose.
More, right?
Well, at halftime, I believe we had, you can look it up, we had 14 or 15 more shots than USC. Hard to lose. You ought to be up. And the truth of it is, look, second half, we didn't get the ball in the basket very well. We had a stretch of missed free throws and missed shots, or we could have really got away from it. But, Andy's a great coach. Obviously, losing Collier threw everything off for them. They get too many guys in and out. Too many guys hurt, not hurt, and he'll find a way to right the ship. He always has since I've been in LA.
I know you'll say this isn't about you, but this was your first win here. Does that feel good? Does that matter?
It's going to feel good in about, I don't know how bad traffic is. When I'm in that backyard smoking a Cohiba, it's going to feel real good.
Hey, your first season here at UCLA, you had kind of a young team. Right? It was kind of tough out of the gates. Any similarities between that season and this one?
That team was bigger and stronger and older. Because even Jalen and Cody, they were older because they had to sit that 1 year. And it was their 3rd year of college. Chris's 3rd year. So we were more physical. But look, we lost our five leading scorers from last year and replaced them with Lazar and 7 freshmen. So we're going to have growth spurts. We're figuring it out. I've been telling you, the guys that cover us the most, we had great kids on this team, so they listen and they try. It's my job to get them in position to have success, and staff's been continuing to try to make adjustments. We dealt with Burkay being out this week. He's day-to-day, banged his wrist. Hopefully he'll be back for our next game, which I don't even know who it is.
I know in that first season you talked about, guys having to learn how to win.
Yeah, this team, I totally agree with you. Because these guys never even played together. They already know each other. You got to go through some things together. But again, you find out who you are when times are tough. And there's no, they got great, when you have great kids and you make it about them and trying to get better and not what people are saying and all the stuff people want to say when you struggle. I mean, look, the world's predictable. I mean, somebody makes a mistake nowadays, they want to ruin your life. You lose a game, you struggle a little bit, everybody wants to say your team stinks, and I'm worried about their development, not just teaching them how to win. You play better, you give yourself a chance to win. But we are handling late game stuff better.
Do you, in that growth, can you feel when they're starting to turn a corner in that development?
Yeah, when that scoreboard changes. No, but in practice more so. And we're still young, though, to be honest with you. I feel like a fifth grade teacher at times. Everybody listen. Hold hands so we're all listening during the scouting report, during the walkthrough. It's just life with inexperienced guys. And even our old, Lazarus, it's his first year doing it our way. So, and our best players, it's only their second year doing it. And we overcame no Burkay today and Sebastian Mack with a toe injury. That's it. So that's
What's Burkay's kind of prognosis going forward?
Sooner the better. We need him.
Mac obviously played, but do you think it's serious? Anything that'll hamper in the short term?
We'll see. Toe injuries are tricky. They scare you. But Sebastian Max is tough as a kid as I've ever coached. Even though he's young and he's got a lot to learn. Toughness is not his problem. So, if he's out, that means he can't hardly put pressure on him.
You did feel like with that first team, maybe there was kind of like a locked-in factor that maybe you're right now?
That's why I kind of kept those guys out there. They seem to have a nice – defensively, they were on the same page.
Yeah.
I knew we were tired. That's why we were missing shots, but we had a defensive rhythm with that group.
What have you learned about this group as the season has gone on?
I think not a lot has shocked me, to be honest with you. I knew they were good kids. I knew I was going to have to figure out a way to put them in position to win because we don't have overwhelming talent. We don't have a Player of the Year candidate. So we're going to have to figure out ways to do things. But also I was going to have to make sure I give them some confidence. There was a stretch where they lost their confidence and they were feeling the pressure of playing at UCLA. And that's why I might try at that point is eliminate all that. This is about you and your career. You're a good kid. Let's try to make you become a better player. We all become better players. The results will change. We can't worry about the results. So let's just get in there and try to get better.
Mick, what's been tougher, the development and the patience this year, or your first couple of years?
Yeah,
trying to
everybody
build
keeps asking me that, you mean back at Cincinnati?
Yeah.
God, I had hair back then. You kidding me? No, nothing will ever be harder in my life in my first couple of years.
I guess how much do you lean back on those experiences kind of going
I'd be
through this?
lying if I told you I could remember much of it. 21 years as head coach. I'm being honest. Hell, it's all I can do to remember who we play on Thursday.
When you said these guys needed confidence, what did you do to instill that?
Eliminate the result and eliminate what people are saying about it. And I try to be an example for it because I know I come off. Sometimes people think, I'm testy or edgy or I don't care. And I don't say this as arrogance. I don't care because Coach Wooden tells you not to care about praise or criticism. Just do your job, be a good person.
Coach.
Okay? And I try to get them to do the same thing. And Rick Pitino was the best at that too because he had to learn the hard way coaching the Knicks. You got to read his book. Look up Vinny from Bensonhurst.
Coach, do you think last few games the team has come together, turned a bit of a corner?
We'll see. Just got to keep trying to get better. It's about them and their development. And guys get better individually, the team will continue to do well. That's what I try to make it about.
You think with 3 out of 4 wins, this gives you momentum for the second half of conference play?
Yeah, we just try to get better. We should have won 4 in a row. And getting my brains beat in at Cincinnati was not good for my health, but I probably did make me a better coach. That's all I do remember about that first year.
Well, some of us
Thanks,
do
guys.